I'm going to try and say everything I know about karaoke. That's the Spanish word for sing along. So I've only been to karaoke. Karaoke is kind of like snorkeling. Like I won't get into this, but I was in a band that was supposed to open for another famous band. I'm not even going to say the name of their band. It doesn't matter. The band's name was Superchunk, which you probably don't know who that band is, but it was pretty big at the time, and I was tasked with the role of singer, the vocalist. I don't know what you call it, one of those two things, and it was like two guys from the Flaming Lips. And then the Flaming Lips manager's wife, I'm not going to say anybody's name, she played bass. And then I guess that was it. It's like the two, I can't, I'm not going to say any names, but it was like two or three of the Lips members. And then her name, she played bass. And we were going to open for Superchunk. And we practiced. There was a place called the Black Indian Studios, and it was called that because the band that owned or rented the property was called Black Indian. They were pretty good. I don't remember anything. I couldn't name a song, but they were pretty good. And I don't remember anybody's name, but I think they were. That was fun. Yeah, they were in the Paseo district of Oklahoma City, and that was, I don't know, I haven't been to the Paseo district in a long time. I'm sure it's revitalized or whatever you call it when things are now overpriced and boring. But back then, I mean, you had to, you locked your, I guess everybody should lock their vehicles anywhere you go, but back then you locked your vehicles, and look, you didn't. It was not the best part of town for sure. So I went to hang out there. This band Radio Spangle shot a video there. I can't swear to that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they shot it. I think the song was called Raze, R-A-Z-E. That's not really the point. My point is about karaoke. That was not karaoke. That was me actually wrote like 3 or 4 songs to do this opening act. And I mean, for the people in the Lips, it was just kind of like a lark. That sounds like I'm from the 1800s or something, but I mean, it was just, they didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit either. I don't know why they asked me to do it. I didn't ask to do it, but they asked me to do it. And so, we came up with like a Mudhoney cover, and then like 3 songs. I didn't write the songs. I wrote the lyrics of the songs, and they weren't great. Holy shit. If somebody wants a great song, you wouldn't ask me. I would be the last effing person on earth. I suppose only a deaf person, no offense to deaf people, but only a deaf person would be worse at like coordinating lyrics to music. But anyway, it turned out at the last minute. I can't remember what the deal was. It's hard for me to recollect this, but I thought, I don't know, last minute, like a week before, and then I don't know who. I mean, nobody wanted to see me on stage, right? I'm not anybody. And then so the Lips guys were like, "Oh man, this doesn't sound like it's." I don't know if they bailed on it because they were just like, "This is going to be crap," or if I feel like we were only tasked to perform that function opening up for Superchunk. Because, I mean, Superchunk doesn't just go around the country waiting for local bands and their nerd vocalist friends to just show up or whatever. So maybe just like the regular opening act showed up or something, but we didn't go. I went. I don't know if they went. I bet they didn't go. And that's what makes me cooler than them. I went anyway because Superchunk was a good band, and I wanted to see him anyway. I probably knew I wanted to see him anyway before I even got in that temporary band situation. But it was a good show, and I don't know if you guys care, but you can see it if you Google or YouTube. I don't know if YouTube is a verb. If you YouTube Superchunk, I think it's Superchunk Kelly's, Norman, Oklahoma. So like Superchunk Live Kelly's, you find it, whatever. It was a good show. Kelly's was such a cool bar. I'm going to have to take a break from this for a second and restart it to actually talk about karaoke.